Well, fellas, I got your release date right here.
One of the most eagerly awaited video games finally goes on sale.
Preparing to rewrite retail history.
The video game is expected to have bigger first-day revenues than any movie has ever had an opening day at the box.
This moment has been awaited, eagerly awaited by millions of gamers around the world. We're about an hour away here in Times Square at the Toys R Us. It is mayhem. It's freezing outside, and yet there's hundreds of the Halo Nation out there. It's very, very exciting.
This is the most anticipated game in entertainment history.
I think that this will be one of those things when we look back 10 years from now, they'll look back and say Halo 2 was one of those seminal moments when it shipped.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you were to tell me back in 2004 that in 20 years I'd be talking about Halo 2's anniversary, 20th anniversary, I'd look at you like you're crazy. I would have an internet show that would be talking about it, but here we are. After I did that Destiny 1 video, it had dawned on me that when I bought Destiny, I was celebrating Halo 2's 10th anniversary by buying this, the Master Chief Collection, and playing the anniversary on it. And then after doing that, I was like, oh my god, the 20th anniversary is about to come up. Man, I really felt old right then and there. I didn't know what to do for this video. I didn't know whether I wanted to do a tribute video in the same context I did for Destiny, or get some guys that I used to know that are kind of infamous around here for basically skipping school to go to the launch date or the launch release for Halo 2, midnight release for Halo 2. They skip school to do that and to play the game for like 2 days. And I wanted to kind of get those guys to kind of ask them questions about that day and whatnot. But, you know, life happens and everybody has their own thing they're doing now. So I didn't know what to do for this video until I came across something that was very interesting that I forgot I lost a long time ago. And that is this thing right here. This thing here I found in a storage bin that I had forgotten I even had. I thought this was long since gone. And basically what's on this tape is footage of me playing Halo 2 multiplayer back in the day. And the reason for that is back then, everybody I knew, especially those Halo 2 guys, they all wanted to make a montage video of all their greatest snipings and hitting with their sticky grenades and all that stuff. And everybody I knew was trying that stuff. Everybody thought they were the top dog in Halo 2, and they wanted to prove it by having their montage video. And what's funny with those group of guys, they're kind of like those guys that would be like, they let you play, but only because they know they can beat you. And if you try to beat them, they were kind of, you know, jerks about it. If, you know, they didn't like to be, you know, they didn't like to lose, basically. And I wasn't much into like making montages. You know, I don't know, I just never was. But I thought, you know, I'll show those guys. I show them I'm good at this game. And so I made my own footage of, I recorded all this footage of me playing a game, playing Halo 2, and I never got around to doing that. Never in my life got around to doing that. And I thought, you know, I'll never be a pro MLG gamer. What's the point? I was like, the idea of doing that light changed. The point of doing it was kind of just not my thing. I just never really had the desire to do it. And so I figured, why not? After 20 years, why not make my Halo 2 montage video? It's not that great, but why not? To celebrate its 20th anniversary, here's my long-awaited, crappy Halo 2 montage video for y'all to enjoy and suffer through. So, let's take a look. yeah, that's pretty much it for you guys. I didn't have much on this tape. I started off strong there in that video, but yeah, it kind of went downhill pretty fast, don't you think? I thought so. But yeah, after 20 years, I finally got it done. Yay! You know, gaming was... You know, people might look at Halo 2 as just another game that they played. Another notch in the belt. But in a way, it really changed the landscape of gaming. Especially if you played online. Because from my point of view, back then, and this is just my opinion, back then, online gaming was kind of rough. Because you had to have, and most people might like this, I will say this, most people do like it this way, but back then, if you want to play multiplayer, you had to be in a lobby where you had to, you know, host a lobby or find a lobby that would have these games that you'd want to play. But sometimes I remember it being kind of painful to do because either you had to, if you got into a lobby, you were usually in a lobby with guys that were really, really good at the game. So you could never really, you know, advance the way you would like to. Or if you got into another person's lobby, you might get kicked if you were getting better than everybody else. You know, like if everyone had a good skill level, but then all of a sudden you got better and they didn't like it, so they kicked you. And most people will look back on that and think that was such great fond memories, but to me it was just like, I wanted to play the game, you know, why can I not play the game with you guys, you know? But Halo 2 changed that with its you know, its new networking system, so where you can get a match instantly. And I always thought that was so cool. And since then, I think that really, you know, propelled it to being a very memorable game in my opinion. And things kind of been changed ever since then. I mean, gaming became mainstream at that point. Everybody knew what Halo was. It was really becoming mainstream, and gaming was becoming more and more popular. And what's so crazy that after Halo 2 released, you know, in my opinion, after that happened, the golden age of gaming really started to kind of come into fruition, right? You know, that next year you had the Xbox 360, Call of Duty 2, Resident Evil 4, 2006, the PlayStation 3 and the Wii happened. Then 2007, Assassin's Creed, Halo 3, and just, you know, 2008, 2009, boom, 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 boom. You know, it's just, you know, it's just crazy to think that it all started with that game right there, Halo 2. At least my memories of the gaming at that time, to me, really did feel like the golden age of gaming. I just can't believe it's been 20 years. 20 years, that's, you start to feel really old at that point. Just kind of reflect on how much time we got left on this planet and how much we need to play games. You know, it's crazy to think that when Halo 2 came out, you know, I really thought gaming was going to get better in 20 years, but man, I don't know. The state of gaming today is kind of a very different landscape than it was that long ago. It kind of makes me glad I played some pretty good games at the time. But anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Y'all take care. I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good one.